This is a Mr. Shady show. I'm Mr. Shady, throwing shade wherever I go. Watch out, because you might be next. And today I am wearing my merch. It's blue, which is my favorite color. And today we're going to talk about movie sequels that we deserve. Now, see, do you guys hate it when you have a favorite movie or a favorite show and it ends with a cliffhanger and you just found out that they're not going to make any more? I do too. Everybody who lives on Earth hates that. Well, these movies didn't necessarily have a cliffhanger, but it kind of deserved another movie. But let's get over it and let me explain to you. Number one, I'm going to go strong. Scooby Doo 3 with Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle, Linda Cardellini, and Matthew Lillard. You see, when we first saw these movies, the cast, they were so perfect. Like, Shaggy was perfect, Fred and Daddy was perfect, and you could really feel their chemistry because they're married in real life. And Linda, she was the perfect Velma. And Scooby, I get the actor did good, but it would have been perfect if Frank Walker, who was the original Scooby-Doo voice, did the movie. You see, I was very surprised that they didn't make a third one, because it was good enough to have a third one. But I read somewhere that they were going to do a third one, but then for some reason Hollywood canceled it. And they didn't even explain. But you know what I'm really surprised? Is that in 2010, they made a Scooby-Doo prequel. The Mystery Begins and Curse of the Lake Monster. I'm surprised they didn't do a third one, because they didn't make a third one with, the original, so they might as well make a third one now. You know what I mean? But I guess they didn't want to do it, and Daphne and Velma. That one was a good movie. It's on HBO. Oh, actually, all of those movies are on HBO Max. Go see it. And number 2, The Addams Family 3. I'm not talking about the new ones that's out. I'm talking about the one in the 90s with Christina Ricci. She was the perfect Wednesday. Again, perfect casting. You can really see them bonded with their characters. I mean, I get why they didn't do it, because the actor that played the dad, aka Gomez, he died. And later on, the grandma did too. They did a third one, but it wasn't with the original cast. So it didn't have that same magic that the first two did. Am I right? Right. But I still think that we need a reunion at least. But it wouldn't be the same like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when the uncle died. So, yeah, I get why y'all didn't do a third one, but we at least need to see it. Another strong one, Power Rangers 2. Power Rangers fans, if y'all saw the 2017 one, y'all know what I'm talking about. Because me and my sister and my dad, we saw it together, and it was a pretty good movie. It was decent. What do you think? Audience, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry you had to hear that. So, everyone was so good. Especially Naomi Scott, who was in Lemonade Mouth and live action Aladdin. She was the Pink Ranger. R.C. Seiler from Empire. Darren Montgomery from Stranger Things, Season 2 and 3. Becky G. We all know Becky G. Ludi Lin, who done short films. And Elizabeth Banks. We all know her. She was... Especially, we know her for her role from Pitch Perfect. So, in the ending... Okay, let me tell you why. This movie actually had a cliffhanger. So, in the end of the movie, they stopped Rita. And guess what? They were back in detention and they showed us Tommy Oliver. And I just think we need, like, a sequel because, mostly because of Tommy Oliver. Like, I actually have an idea about it. Tommy Oliver, he becomes the evil Green Ranger, just like in the original series. Tommy Oliver was the evil Green Ranger. Or he could be the White Ranger, and even Lord Zed, who was the villain in season 2 of the original show, he could be the villain in the second one. And if they made the third one, Rico, aka Rita's brother. Like, it would have been awesome. But let me stop. So, fans of Ice Cube, y'all should know this, because this is one of his classics. Aren't we there yet? Everyone who loves Ice Cubes, they already know. When someone says Ice Cube, they're going to think of 3 things. 1, his acting career. 2, his music career. And 3, his legendary movies like Friday. Ride Along with Kevin Hart. No, that was... Yeah, him. And No, that wasn't Bad Boys. Boys in the Hood. Yeah. And mostly Are We There Yet? I think we deserve a Are We There Yet 3. Because it might as well since they already did 2. Like, we could have seen them with the twins. They could have done the same thing with the Addams Family. And the next 2 is about Queen Latifah. Everyone knows Queen Latifah. We love her. We've seen her. She is one of those rappers that's a perfect actor for Hollywood. Everyone knows her because of her music back in the 90s, her living single days, and her movies. Mostly her movies. But I think we deserve a Girls Trip 2 and a Beauty Shop 2. Everyone knows Girls Trip, one of Queen Latifah's funniest movies. Everyone was awesome, and all the legends were in there. Queen Latifah, Regina King. No, wait, I'm tripping. Regina Hall, Jada Pinkett, and Tiffany Haddish. These were so awesome. And people mostly know the films because all of the legendary R&B rappers and singers was in this movie. And Beauty Shop 2. Everyone knows that because of her and Alicia Silverstone. And Maya from Girlfriends. That's all I can think of. Why we need the second one? Because I think that this is one of Queen Latifah's most legendary films. And it was a spin-off of another one of Ice Cube classic films, Barbershop. And we are going to talk about Spy, starring Melissa... I'm just going to call her Melissa. McCartney. Melissa McCartney. Thank you. That's so exhausting. So, Melissa McCartney. Everyone knows her. Mostly because of her movies. And she's one of those actors who can actually act. No offense. So, she was in Spy. Actually, both of these are about Melissa McCartney. She was in Spy. I think we deserve a Spy 2. Because I love that movie. My sister loves that movie. She has the DVD. I think that this is one of those spy movies that deserves a trilogy. Now, Ghostbusters 2. And in the later deleted scene, they mentioned the name Zool, which was one of the villains in Ghostbusters 1 and 2 with the boys. See, and we need a Ghostbusters 3 with the original boys. Because that was one of the popular, supernatural movies back in the 90s. Or was it 80s? Yeah, probably 80s. I think we need that, a Ghostbusters 3, and a Ghostbusters 2. Now, Incredibles 3. I think we need another one. Because the cast wants to do it. Like, they already have a story. It's just that it's going to probably take another 14 years. And the thing is, if y'all have the cast on board, and you have a story already set in motion, and everyone wants to do it, so why can't y'all just film it now? I mean, they're not busy, so y'all just might get it over with. And another thing, why did it take y'all 14 years to make 2 movies? I mean, were y'all stuck? I mean, I get it, but why? Inside Out 2, another Pixar movie. Inside Out is one of those movies where you can relate. It's basically about all these emotions in your head. Happy, sad, angry, annoyed, and fear. Everyone has those emotions. And I really think that they really did a good job with the perspective. And I know rumors had it that there's going to be a second one, and I think it'll be cool if we have a second one. Princess and the Frog 2. I agree. It's just that there's going to be a Tiana series, but I don't think we need a series. We need a movie. But I get it, because the first Black Princess was mostly a frog throughout the movie. And I don't get that. Why would y'all make a frog throughout the movie? So, I basically agree with that. We need a movie, just her, with no frog. Because we don't need it to happen again. And we're going horror for this one. I Know What You Did Last Summer, 3, with the original cast. I'm talking Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh, it had to take me a couple of weeks. And, hey, maybe y'all should bring Brandy back since she survived in the second one. See, they were going to make a third one, but they canceled it. And now, back in 2006, they made I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. It was okay, but it would have been even better if they at least got Julie or Ray back in the movie. But they didn't. It was basically different, but kind of similar. It was a different secret. There's only one survivor instead of 2. Like, it just didn't have the same magic as the other 2. Okay. Now, me and my family both agree on this. We all agree. Charlie's Angels 3 with Cameron Diaz and Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu. And we all know the original Boss Lee in the first one. He wasn't going to do a third one. So they should have brought back Bernie Mac as Boss Lee. Oh, back then. They should have made a third one back then. Because I feel like Charlie's Angels is one of those movies that's good enough to be a trilogy. Because the first one was awesome. The second one was even better. Like, where was the third one? Just like Scooby Doo and Addams Family. Y'all love to make 2 movies, but when it comes to the third one, you're always lacking or lazy to even think of a new idea for a third one. Okay, so I recently watched this on Netflix. There's Someone Inside Your House. It's a good movie. It's going to give you major Scream vibes with I Know What You Did, and I think it deserves a sequel. But the one thing I don't like about the movie, because I feel like the killer could have killed at least more people in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, there's too many survivors. Like, kill off, like, 3 or 4 more people off. Babysitter 3. Y'all might as well just do a third one since y'all did a second one. The second one was better than the first one. I'll give y'all that. Yes, it was. Mostly because of Jenna Ortega. But yeah, y'all should have done a third one. Okay, so I don't know if y'all remember this on Netflix, but Beats. That deserves a Beats too. Because it has a cliffhanger, so many unanswered questions that they could have answered in the sequel. But again, Netflix is lazy. And stupid. Because they cancel all their good shows. That's stupid. Now, this is one of my personal favorites. Malibu Rescue 3. And y'all know what that is? Hit a thumbs up. Of course you don't know. You're old. Now, back then, Okay, this movie is just like Charlie's Angels. They should have made another movie back then. But they can't make it now because one of those actors have died. Rest in peace, Cameron Boyce. Grown Ups 3. Y'all should have made one back then. And the bigger questions I never got a straight up answer is that there were 5 guys in the first one. Why didn't one of the guys come back for the second one? Like, do y'all know what I'm talking about? Wasn't there 5 guys? Exactly. Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, and Kevin James, and David Beckett back. I don't know.
David Spade.
Oh, I'm sorry, David. I'm calling you David. And
Robert De Niro.
oh my God, what is wrong with you? You're so old. So I feel like back then y'all should have made a third one, cause y'all can't make it now because you're too. Okay, I'll say you're too old. You're too old. I'm sorry. I had to. Okay, this is one of Netflix's recent, well, kind of recent movies, but Fear Street 4. Y'all should have made a Fear Street 4. Because I love Fear Street. Fear Street 1, 2, and 3. Those were the bomb. Part 4. The cast wants to do it. The fans want a part 4. Because we're not ready to give up yet. So make it happen. Madagascar 4. The first 3 films were amazing. I love the films when I was little. I wouldn't mind seeing a fourth one. I would see it. But, you know, with quarantine and I'm broke, so. Hold on. Okay. Now we're going to go back to Disney original movies. There is a lot of Disney Channel original movies that deserves another movie. Lemonade Mouth 2. Lemonade Mouth 2. Everybody who is an old Disney Channel fan remembers Lemonade Mouth 2. It's like Breakfast Club, but a musical. Like, the characters were so realistic, you could relate to them. They really get the high school vibe, and the songs were amazing. The good Disney Channel has some bad shows or storylines, but they're always good with the music. I feel like we deserve a second one because we just do. Let It Shine 2. Sorry. Let It Shine 2. They said they were going to make a second one back then, but then they just canceled it. I mean, Coco Jones, she was actually supposed to get her own show, but then they canceled it. I don't know. And Chris from Everybody Hates Chris. He was in Grownish. Trevor Jackson from Grownish. He was in it too. Yeah. Oh, Chloe and Halle. They were in it too. And y'all know who Chloe and Halle is? Drop it. Okay. Jump in to Keke Palmer and Corin Bleu. Everybody in the black community in a Disney Channel days, they know who those two are. One is from True Jackson VP, and one is from High School Musical. Every single person know who High School Musical is. So I feel like people who think of Corin Bleu, some think of High School Musical, but some other people know Jump In. See, those was one of those black movies that you can watch over and over. Just like Let It Shine. You can watch it over and over again and never get bored. Okay, this is the last one. Okay. I don't know if y'all disagree. Okay, I'm thinking about it. But Camp Rock 3. Because the second one was trash. The songs were amazing though, but it was trash. It could have been better, but I don't know what it was missing. Camp Rock, the first one, that was amazing. That was amazing. They introduced us to Demi Lovato, Jonas Brothers, Isabella for Phineas and Ferb. And that mean girl from Hannah Montana. Hold on, let me think of someone else. Oh, and that girl, Nick Jonas' love interest from Insatiable. She was in it too. So why do we need a third one? Because again, that deserves a third movie. Okay, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Comment down below. And let me know if you want me to do a movie that did not deserve a sequel. Because I can think of plenty right now. Oh, and let me know if you guys want me to do a canceled shows that was canceled too soon. So let me know in the comments. And if I do, it's mostly going to be Netflix. Because they love to cancel their good shows. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. This is Mr. Shady, signing off.